front row on Cowboy seat. Dreams to reality, I'm too real for reality TV. Remember I was piss poor, now I'm writing this.
That's the big breath we're going to take because we don't even know if we're live right now. We don't even know if we're live right now. McLovin, Saturday morning. If you're looking through the lens of the screen of your phone, the screen of your computer, and you're saying, "How did this? Where did the disconnect come Tuesday?" It didn't. It didn't, but then it did. We were proactive enough to put together a reaction show, and I don't know how. We're going to check these avenues at this moment to make sure that whatever is actually happening is actually happening. Yeah, we didn't go live. We didn't record. We just talked for an hour and forgot to do all of that. So just bear with us. Huh?
I got us on Facebook.
Oh yeah, you got us on Facebook. Bear with us, please.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm just memento. Okay, we're live. I don't know why. Why is that the cover photo? I don't know. Well, anyways, on YouTube it looks like we're on. If you see us on YouTube, it looks like we've got a Call of Duty cover photo. So, it's all right. McLovin, we are live. We have confirmed. We did waste an hour and maybe 15 to 16 minutes on Tuesday to talk. I thought, and we actually had a good talk. We were just riffing and so, but we're going to give you the floor because I think you deserve that as a fan of the Tigers. It's week. Is it week 7, week 6? I don't know. You know, I had a bye last week. Week 6.
Week 6.
I'm just going to give you my quick summary of what I think it's like predicting, what I think it's like judging this season. And then I'm going to let you kind of feed off of what I say. Because when I start looking at some of these teams and watching the highlight reel, one week I'll see a good team.
Right.
Mind you, we're talking about the same uniform, same school. One week I'll see a good team. Next week I'll see a better team. The next week I'll see a team that can get beat by potentially any team ranked 5 through 9 in any conference. Not 1 through 5. They're not beating them because they're not good enough. Anyways, it's crazy how you really can't predict because prime example. We're not going to get into this game already, but Texas and Florida today. What do you know about Texas and Florida? Both quarterbacks have struggled.
Yes.
Both defenses are good.
Right. They got graded out. They got Arch has to find himself. I think this is a game that'll actually prove he belongs in the SEC, and he's just got to grit it out.
But, that's my point, though. I'm like, who do you actually put ahead of, like, I don't know. Like, you really don't even know about Alabama today. Like, if Alabama, I wouldn't be surprised if Alabama goes in there and steamrolls somebody. I wouldn't be surprised. Just because I'm not saying that's going to happen. I wouldn't be surprised due to the movement of the season and just the rhythm of the beat of the season. I don't think that's going to happen. I think Vandy is actually a solid, bend don't break team. That's what I think they are. So I think it will be interesting. I do give Alabama. I think Alabama will end up having enough to take that home today, just because the environment and the loss. A loss hurts, man. A loss hurts, and when you got to live on that for a year, you got to live on that. But back to it, what I want to say, like I don't know. Like there's a lot of I don't knows. I don't know because Josh Pate on his show said through 7 weeks, then you can probably tell the top team. I don't know. Like, has Oregon really been tested? Is Penn State that good? Has Julian Sayin really been put up against? Like Texas, yes, was a good defense. Art struggled horribly in that game, and it was a home venue. Can he beat a quarterback that's willing to that actually like a Pavia that can
Right.
neutral field and sling it? I don't know. I don't know. So it's interesting, and yeah, and not to mention like we cut a reel the other day, and it was really a bad reel. It was a smart take, bad reel, but I wanted to get it out there anyways, just because the way it was cut. But I'm going to sit there and stand by it. I don't see too many teams, maybe due to schedule, and that's it. But 2 losses may be a norm going forward. Like, dude, y'all schedule. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's all through college football.
These schedules are getting crazy. It's hard to stay undefeated.
Well, I mean, come on, like somebody like Penn State, or that's why it's hard for me to pull for Penn State and Notre Dame is because somebody like them, they're ranked high, but they play absolutely nobody. Like Notre Dame plays Boise State today, but they'll find a way to be like, well, Notre Dame goes in there and beats a really good Boise team. Anyways, that's my take on it, McLovin. Comment on just how you feel the chaos has unfolded, and do you see a lot of these teams that would go undefeated, or you would be shocked if they have 1 loss, kind of like the new norm being 2 losses, just with the way that the brutality of the schedule is what I'm saying.
I mean, yeah, because for one, we didn't think Clemson was going to have 3 losses already. I mean,
No.
that's the craziest thing that's happened this year, and Illinois being good, they were in the top 9. They already got a loss, and just it's a hard schedule. I mean, especially in the SEC.
Let me do you a little caveat. This is just kind of what I'm talking about, and I know I've done this before. I've pulled up team schedules, but I just pulled up one randomly that's good enough, and I haven't looked at their schedule yet. But this is Alabama's last, or just say next 6 games. After Vanderbilt at home, they go to play. Mind you, they just beat Georgia at Georgia. Good win for them. Very impressive win, actually. And I don't like to say that. Vanderbilt, 16. Missouri, at Missouri, 19. Versus Tennessee, 15. At South Carolina. South Carolina's not that team this year, I don't believe. LSU versus LSU. And then versus Oklahoma. So that's their next, and then Auburn at the end of the year. Which Auburn's so god awful, dude. Auburn's so bad. But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. In the SEC, you would have had like years prior, right? You would have probably had maybe say 4 teams, 4 teams on your schedule, 3 to 4 teams that were ranked, and it wasn't like top 10 ranks. Like it was like, okay, you had Alabama. And then Ole Miss may have been doing good that year, and those were the kind of the big games you had to get up for. And plus, LSU was ranked, right? Those are the games. So now it's like, okay, well, you not only have that, but you have Oklahoma, you have Vanderbilt's a team now. It's like 7 ranked teams in the season. It's and highly ranked.
Right.
That's what I'll say. But yeah, McLovin. I'm going to give you a moment to react because I know that since you didn't have that privilege, you did have the privilege. You just didn't get to air it to the world. Last Saturday around, so it started at 2:30, but ended around 7ish. Or I'm going to say because I'm going to take it on for you too, McLovin. I'm going to be an LSU fan since you take on my Longhorn identity. Next year we play, so that's going to be completely different, at least for that day.
We'll be
but our Tigers went down to the Ole Miss Rebels, and there was some feelings, there was some emotion. Let me get your thoughts, McLovin. Just your reaction to the game, coaching, in a nutshell, rushing, in a nutshell. Weak stuff. Hey, it's funny how it's really funny how we cut a reel saying Whit Weeks. I was like, yeah, man, Whit Weeks is and you totally tipped me off. It was just funny because I said something like, oh, well, Whit Weeks, like somebody must
Yeah.
put Visine in his drink. And
Yeah.
then literally I catch the
Throwing up
highlight
on
on
the field.
he's freaking throwing it. Anyways, go give
That
me your
was,
reaction, McLovin.
I didn't think it was mainly the coaching. I mean, there could have been better play calling, but defensively we were really good. It just they were on the field almost the entire game. You had to kind of balance it out. You have to have a run game.
For
How,
sure.
how are they rushing 3 people and they're getting your quarterback? That's unacceptable against 5 to 6 people. You know, you got to do better. You have to play Tiger football.
Do
No,
you
no, still
think
looks hurt. No, still looks hurt.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to get to say. Okay, so obviously the front runner for all this is going to be headlined of the running problems, and to be honest with you, I would even say Brian Kelly's failure to address, like, he won't address nothing over there like run problems.
That's all I'm saying.
He won't be like, yeah, we can be creative, we can do this better. Do you think it's getting to be a nuts problem? Like, I'm not capability, but problem. And then under problem, you could put whether it's, I don't think it's mechanics. You could put injury. So you're saying it's the injury to wherever.
It's
Do
got
you
to
even
be
know what injury it was?
It was a ab strain.
Yeah, and that core goes into the any
The
kind of
throws,
shoulder.
like, you can't make the deep throws.
But I mean, I don't think does he look that bad on throwing the football? Like what I
Yes.
saw, he
Like, just from last year, from him throwing the deep ball, he makes those throws all day last year. This year, there's no way he regressed that bad, and he's
so
throwing it very short.
so Durham, boy's out there doing all he can do.
He was hurt this past game,
Was
so
he?
he did not
Was
play.
he? No, it was your boy, your 3-hole, your 3 spot that you were talking about last week. Yeah, that's because he scored a touchdown, huh?
Yeah, Harlenberg. He's one.
Yeah, he's not bad. He's not going to be a bad little
They
back.
didn't put him into the fourth quarter though.
Well, he's a little scrappy, dude. I don't look in college football. I think here's the problem moving forward. Hold that, because I want to let you finish reacting to this, because I know where that conversation's going, and I'm just yeah. So on defense, I'm going to give you a grade on each, and I want you, or excuse me, I'm going to proposition you to give me a grade on each position, or through that. Offensive line, LSU, F. Dang, how many sacks were there in that game?
There were too many.
Look.
They were rushing 3 people and getting to our quarterback very easily.
Yeah. Well, and that's where
I seen one play where 5 of them were guarding one person. I was like, what are you doing?
Well, and I think that's where it gets hard, because when you're able to literally drop like 7 people back into coverage, and keep in mind, if you're dropping 7, it's not a man coverage.
They were dropping 8 in coverage.
It's his own.
That's insane. How are you supposed to be able to find someone open?
If you've never watched college football before, imagine like you've got 2 people taking a road trip in a big LXL Suburban. And then when you drop 8 into coverage, it's like 5 people taking a road trip in a smart car. It's just there's no room. There's just no room. No room to put a drink, no room to nothing. No room to get some snack. Nope. And I saw that a couple times. It was just it seemed like he held on to the ball on a couple plays. Like I said, I watched it through I think a couple quarters. I was washing dishes, watching that game, and I was hoping, I was over on there on Texas A&M, hoping Auburn. Dear God, hoping Auburn. Worst offensive. I mean, I don't think it would be hard to fire Hugh Freeze. Just because, again, Auburn's schedule this year.
Yeah.
But when you can't even find any life in your offense like that, man. McLovin, defensive grade that you would give your team.
Oh,
It's got to be. You got probably B
B
plus.
plus, B plus. You know,
I'll say that.
I can't put too much on the defense because they were on the field the entire time. You know, being forced a lot of 3-and-outs by the offense, and then they just get thrown back into the wolves.
But they force turnovers too, bro. They
Yeah, they
literally
forced. We should have had a
they.
pick six early in the first half, but then they called PI, which was bull.
Who's your best corner? Because y'all got a
Delane.
couple out there. Y'all got a couple out there that's ball hawks.
Yeah, I like Delane a lot. And then
Yeah.
you
What do you
know
think about Childress? I
what?
don't know. He's a new quarterback. Remember, everybody in college is new these days. Childress.
Childress.
Childress or whatever his name is, Childress, the quarterback from Ole Miss, dude.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think he played good against us because they threw a lot of screen passes. They threw a lot of screen passes.
And that's what I think I think that game, and that's probably how you see Ole Miss play the year out is literally, because he's in FBS or FCS, like he's won a couple of championships. But I literally think it's because they're playing to the dudes like he's just one of them guys that can roll out and finds layers. He's not like a pro style quarterback.
No.
Um,
Do I think he's going to go to the NFL? No. He won't be an NFL quarterback.
I'll tell you this: Byram got me my money. Got me. I did that prize picks at UCF quarterback or
Yeah.
USF quarterback. That dude gets like 100 and something rushing yards a game, and they had him on prize picks to get 40. Thank you,
Okay.
Byron Brown. Anyways, so McLovin, let's go to the next topic. Football this year is one of those things that I heard a comment the other day. And I heard that, football, you never in any time in college, NCAA, have been able with the NIL and the transfer and now social media, like kids have never been highlighted that much. And it kind of ties into back what I said at the first of it. Like you don't know anymore. Like used to, you had Texas and it was the rest of the Big 12, Texas, Oklahoma, and you may have a team outside of that. And every player had maybe one or two players that you had to watch out about. Now you don't even know. So now we know. And now, not only that, but just like even people like us, we have an opinion. Everybody has an opinion, no matter who you are. Arch Manning, for example, DJ Lagway. Everybody knows. Everybody diagnosed it. You suck. At this moment, you have
Cade Klubnik.
And so they were talking about how these colleges are going to have to start doing they're going to have to hire sports psychologists to kind of talk some of these kids through it because their mental state of what's it being all. And so like you mentioned to me earlier, when you do see somebody like your LSU comrade and rest his soul, I had a lot of people that tried to I'm not going to say justify it, but the a criminal gets what he gets kind of deal. No, we're not. Like I said, even with Charlie, we're not celebrating any death. It's not a happy thing when a person loses their life. Just out of whatever. I mean, you get the death penalty. I don't know. That's different, But nobody needs their life taken or at least be backed up into a corner where Mr. Lacey was, and I think he felt that pressure. McLovin, that's your man. I'm gonna let you talk about it for a second because they got a new they did have a new McLovin found a new break in that little case. He's been keeping up with it.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, at the end of the day, this guy should be playing in the NFL right now. He should have been at training camp, not having to worry about a murder, or not murder, but hit and run.
It'd probably been a manslaughter. I think
Yeah, just a
manslaughter.
hit and
Yeah.
run. The dude was 90 something yards behind the initial crash. And there's video footage of the policeman saying, "Hey, you need to say this, this, this about this Charger that he was driving." So initially setting him up. Luckily, his lawyer kept on working this case, and now he's going to be found innocent.
Well,
And I hope his family goes after some people. You know,
and here's the deal. I think where we have peace of mind on a lot of things. Okay,
right?
even like with that thing, Kyron Lacey, innocence for him. At least your family can that does take it doesn't take the weight off of that he's gone and what happened, and that's tragic. But
Right.
it does come on, getting hit with a guilty on top of all that's just like it feels like a stain, more than a life that you can look at. And anyways, I don't know, man. It's just really sad, but I think teams are going to have to. That's going to have to be a thing. And if I was a smart man and knew that all this was coming, I would have went to college for sports psychology. McLovin, if you'd have told me that 10 years ago, sports psychology, and you're talking about you need to be talked to play sports.
Right.
Well, when you're 18 and somebody just handed you a bag of $1.2 million and now you're driving in a Lamborghini and you just started playing college football and then you go out to the campus, you're cruising around in your Lamborghini, new starting quarterback, and don't think I'm talking about Arch. Because I know Texas has to deal with Lamborghini. But anyways, you're just cruising around. I'm the Shador Sanders, not paying parking tickets, and then on top of that, like you suck. These people are buying these tickets, and then they see you and like. Man, the display that the quarterbacks have had this year. You remember Space Jam when they had the aliens came down with that basketball in the bag, and they're like, "Let's get him," and it just like zapped the powers out of the. That's what I feel like is happening in college football quarterback rooms. Like DJ Lagway got hit, Cade Klubnik, Arch Manning, Sam Levitt. Like some of these dudes have really just
regressed.
I was never high on Avery Johnson, so I thought Avery Johnson from Kansas State was always,
terrible.
Those Big 12, like mainstream Big 12 quarterbacks are quick passers and runners. I mean, they're not like, yeah. Anyways, let's get on to this week, McLovin. We got some big games. We're just going to kind of poke at them and do some score predictions as we go along because I do actually have a parade this morning. Not only do we have a soccer game, we have a parade. So we're going to start it out. McLovin, what's your pick for game one to discuss and go over and dive into and talk about what we talk about? And real quick reminder, I thought about this last week. We were sitting here looking at all these stats, and you want to sound good when you come on here, and if you're not on here, it's cool to see us on here, or it's like you guys don't know what you're talking about on here. And I just want to remind everybody, we are not pros. We are two bros. We are men that love the University of Texas
and LSU
and Louisiana State University. That's what we do. Oh, well, why not make a fan show for your teams? Well, because we love college football. Well, why not make a fan show for the SEC network? Because I want to. If Oregon sucks, And
We're
I
gonna
know
let you know
they
about it.
suck, and then they prove to me they suck. I don't want to just talk about the SEC. I want to reach up there and touch some fans' heart and remind them, y'all suck. I didn't want to use Oregon. I really have a lot of respect for Dan
Yeah,
Lanning.
or
I actually have really liked to grow to like Dan Lanning. But anyways, like I said, we're not pros. We're just on here riffing about college football. We like talking about the layers to it. Off the field, Weeks throwing up. He may have got poison in his drink. Don't know. Anyways, McLovin, what's your week 6 game? And what are you seeing? And drop the mic on us.
all right. I got Florida State or Miami at Florida State. At
Ooh.
Florida State.
Dang.
I have
Oh.
so I'm gonna have Florida State upsetting Miami
Okay. I like it. I'm not. Hey, I
by
mean,
a touchdown. By a touchdown.
what's the line there, McLovin?
It's Miami by 4.5.
Who, man? Honestly,
So
yeah.
this could
You know
go
what?
either
I'm gonna
way.
ride with you. I'm gonna double down. How much you putting on
Ain't
that?
no way Florida State's losing 2 in a row. Ain't no way.
To be honest, well, so
They have a good football team. I firmly believe that.
I think Florida State beating Alabama was the ice cream. And then
Yeah.
I think beating Florida State, because guys, remember what horrible year Florida State had last year. Like, I know a Florida State fan. He was sitting here telling me this offseason, he's like, bro, I think I'm going to give up on this team. Now, McLovin, I'll say this for college football fans, and I don't even care if you're an Aggie. We are the best fans on the face of the earth because we will talk so much trash. We will get so invested in this thing, punch boards out of our fences. I've never done that. I have seen it. But we get entangled into this.
Yeah.
And forgot where I was going with that. But anyways, I was on a riff. Did you remember what I said before that? I was trying to
Florida State, how they beat Alabama.
Okay, yeah. So, anyways, the dude was like, he gets tied into it. Well, he was like, yeah, I'm giving up. Why? Well, because the transfer portal, man, we're just never gonna get back into it. And now you have this year. I think Florida State beating Miami would be like the cherry on top.
Oh, definitely. If you want to compete for national championship, you got to go and beat Miami today. Plain and
For
simple.
sure.
If you lose, you're right there on the cusp of being out of that playoff.
How sold are you that Miami is that team? They're at 3 right now. Like you've seen them.
They look solid.
Well, time out. You've seen them beat a Florida team that is good defense and struggled. Then you see them beat a Notre Dame team. I'm not sold. I like the quarterback is good, but when it's your first game on the road, and literally Notre Dame still could have beat them, but I'm not totally sold on Miami. I think what they have is good, but I'm talking about, which I'm not totally sold on Florida State, man. Gosh, what a year! But I think I like Castellanos. He kind of reminds me of that dude that y'all played last week, Ole Miss, Chilrus, whatever. He's just an athlete, man, and it's hard. Jalen Hurts was like that at Oklahoma. It's hard to contain somebody that can make the throws, doesn't mind to run, and not just run, but run physically.
Right.
I like that. So where do you rank the Florida State Tomahawk cheer?
59th.
59th? Is
Yeah.
that one of your top? You don't like it? That's not one of your top college.
No, I kind of hate Florida State
Why?
because they beat LSU 2 years in a row, and their fans are the most I don't want to say vulgar language on this podcast because we
Yeah.
are a Christian based
Amen. Praise God.
podcast. Praise God.
Praise God. We may just
They
clip that. We
they
may just clip that.
that's a good clip.
Praise God.
Praise God. And they are very harassing fans. They will not falter.
Yeah.
They are annoying. They're kind of like A&M fans. They don't know who their quarterback is,
Yeah.
but they'll let you know if they win.
Well, A&M fans, the problem with A&M fans is when I look at Florida State fans and people are sitting there like, as you're wearing this Texas hat, I'm not from Austin. I'm an Austin football. I've always been in Texas football. They got money over there, good for them. But we may act a little fruity from time to time down there in Austin. We may have a problem down there, but we don't.
Very pretty down in Austin. The same.
Yeah, it is a little strange going to Austin, for sure. With some of the it's
You could walk
look.
into some of the wrong bars and you're taking
It,
home someone you're
hey,
unaware of.
watch out, bro. That's Louisiana. That's Louisiana.
No, that's Austin to a T, dude.
But anyways, A&M's that team with money. Imagine if you in Texas. I've been to Texas games, and I'm just it's really a fraternity thing, dude. It's a sorority and fraternity thing. I've never been a sorority or fraternity guy.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's hard to say that because you're sitting here looking like, man, you got T-top everywhere. I'm a squad guy. I'm a unit. I'm a unit type of boy. Anyways, so yeah, man, I think I don't know, bro. I got Florida State. Florida State winning by a field goal.
Okay. I got one myself.
Not wide left or wide right, none of that. By a field goal.
Down the
middle. Yes.
You ready,
It's going to be a
for my
good.
next?
Yeah. Go ahead. It's going to be a good game. I'm just reacting. You can run it. You can run the game.
Okay, I'm running the next upset.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm calling another upset today.
All right. Go ahead. Speak with your chest.
Mississippi State at A&M. I got Mississippi State winning by 3.
Dude, I love that. Mississippi State
Mississippi State is gritty. Their fans they're ready for a decent season. And I think that Mississippi State running back is outstanding. Bothwell, dude,
Yeah.
he has 405 rushing yards on the ground, 6 touchdowns in 4 games. They're gonna grit it out. I think you just you just have to prepare for that crowd noise that A&M brings. All those fake fans.
Yeah. That's all. That's what A&M does.
Yeah, that's all they are. They sell a lot of money. They're college. They're fraternity school.
Will an A&M fan ever be on this podcast? Absolutely.
No,
No.
if they do, they're in for one, dude.
I would, but the waiver is going to have to be so strict. They're going to have to preferably wear some form of orange that indicates respect for. For
sure.
Dude, Mississippi State, a team though, brother, dogs, straight up dogs,
Bulldogs, dude. There's some Bulldogs.
Last week, I wish they would have won that game against Tennessee. I mean, really, like nail biter right down to the wire.
They put a good team to the test, Well,
the thing is, though, is dude, they were like old dude that like he had an opportunity. It was. I'm not going to put it on him because it was one. I don't know if it was tipped or it was just out of his reach. It would have been a play for him. I'm talking about a play for him to make, but he was close enough to it. But yeah, dude was pissed, man. He like when he dropped that, and it's a good indication because I've seen Texas after we've just had some years like Ole Miss. I mean, guys don't even care losing. Guys are kind of happy that it came that close. I'm like, what? No, bro. We spank and we get out. So, Ole Miss, I think that if they can do anything more than Auburn did, like Auburn didn't have it. Auburn's offense could have literally stayed in Auburn and not traveled to College Station because it was horrible. I mean
How do
that's
you put up the
I
numbers
wouldn't
you
feel.
did against Oklahoma and then you don't show up?
Well, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying about some of these Aggie fans. Oh, we held Auburn, man. We kept them in check all game. Auburn held Auburn.
Yeah.
Granted, you have a good defense. I don't think you have a bad defense. Well, I don't know. Did Notre Dame just put up 40?
They did put up 40.
I don't know.
Not,
But
not
anyways,
41.
Auburn.
Not the extra
Auburn.
point.
Yeah. Auburn held Auburn. Let's just get that straight. Do you want me to give you my upset, McLovin, for week 1?
Florida?
Or I'm week 1. Week 6, bro. So my upset right here, I'm calling it. I'm saying Houston is going to beat Texas Tech. Houston and Texas Tech, 6 p.m. night on ESPN 11. Texas Tech, both teams 4-0.
I like it.
And you know, being from the Beaumont area, we got to throw up that H for the boys close to home.
Baby. H-Town, baby.
Boys close to home. Texas Tech, though, dude. Hey, you see that ranking, McLovin? You remember that ranking I had in reaction show? Yeah. And I didn't even look at the rankings, right? Where Texas Tech's 11. Texas Tech's probably the biggest the biggest team that I would say threat to win the Big 12, easily said, or Iowa State's playing really good.
I think Texas Tech's gonna.
You think they're gonna fall? You think that Rome's gonna fall before us before the end of the season?
No,
that's the thing, though. That's what I'm saying. Big 12 teams. Who are we talking about? ACC teams. Who are we talking about when it comes to SEC and Big 10, especially the SEC? You're just sitting there like, dear God, everybody's going to kill everybody. I thought seriously, everybody is fixing to kill everybody.
Yeah.
But man, good games. If you like, I said, Mississippi State, Tennessee last week, Florida and Tennessee last week. Thank you for Tennessee. For giving us some great games for the last 2 weeks. You are not the real UT, but you try. We are. We'll give you TU if you want to do that. Tennessee University, not UT. Yeah, dude. Anyways, I like Houston. I like teams like that. Houston 4-0 with some momentum. I know they actually took a top quarterback from Florida State in recruiting, by the way. But Houston's not a bad team. So is it a little bit of a long shot?
Yeah,
a little bit, because I think Texas Tech. I'm not gonna speak for them in a playoff setting, McLovin, because I don't know how they look against those teams. But as far as in the Big 12, I think they are who we think they are. They're gonna, Iowa State. That game's gonna be a good game, and probably the Big 12. But man, I really was just let down in Utah when Texas Tech and Utah played. So,
oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that was like 3 weeks ago, but it was still Utah.
I watched the first 3 quarters and they were terrible.
Did you watch BYU and West Virginia last night?
I did not. It looks like it was a good game, 24-38.
Yeah. Well, I wish we had. I miss. You remember Pat White and Steve Slayton?
Oh yeah, Pat White was.
It was bad because to me that was like my greatest era of college football, because you had Pat. That was when you had Jacob Hester.
Right.
Didn't know I knew that, did you? Didn't know I kept tabs like that. Who is that? Who is that? You had Mettenberger. Who was before Mettenberger?
Before Mettenberger.
You had
we had Jordan Jefferson and
yeah. Nobody. Well, I don't think anybody wants to remember Jordan Jefferson after the last game.
That last game was. So
I think they took his enrollment.
Past the 50-yard line, dude.
I think they took his enrollment at LSU. They said no Tigers. No Tigers for
I
you.
still remember to this day. My memo kept saying they need to put Jared Lee back in there. You know, the backup quarterback.
Yeah.
Whenever Jefferson was suspended,
Yeah.
and he played really well throughout the year, and then he
Yeah.
came back
Well, so
and
here's what I'd heard, and like I had a buddy. This was like, man, like a 6 or 8 months after that game, and yes, I was a college football fan then. I was younger because it was a while ago, but he
right,
was like, bro, he was one of those Katrina refugees, came over to Texas and kind of hung out there around us, and he said had a sister in New Orleans, and that game was in New Orleans, right? So this is I'm always trying to check the credibility of the story. So this game
right
was in New Orleans,
in our backyard.
and he didn't say that. He just said, yeah, dude, LSU's quarterback, man. They had the championship game. He didn't say it was in New Orleans, but I knew it was in New Orleans, and I knew he was from New Orleans, and the person he was talking about was in New Orleans. He's like, yeah, man. So basically, the quarterback Jared Lee was out partying, like was up till like not an unnecessary amount of time, but was in like somebody's dorm room at a strange time for it. And remember, that game happened, and it was so bad. I think everybody was wondering, like, you've got to do some quarterback change,
Right,
because there's literally no movement of the football. Y'all didn't cross the 50, and I don't say
right.
that to troll. He never came in the game. So if you think about it, it's like, yeah, this dude's just saying, oh, well, Jared Lee, backup quarterback, he ends up actually kind of partying a little bit in New Orleans that night and hanging out with some people.
Yeah.
And you never saw him in the game when you needed to see him. So who's to say this man's wrong? Now, is LSU or Jared Lee? I don't know. And it could be totally wrong. And it could be, but we'll just deem it a conspiracy theory, right?
Hey, them women are trifling, dude.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. But
He was after the women.
Good news is, this was pre Joe Burrow era, and then Joe Burrow came and gave everything LSU fans need for the next 10 years.
Our savior.
All right. Well, look, we're going to move on to the last two games because old
These
Dad's going to have
ones.
to wrap it up.
We're gonna save your game for last, though, Peach.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Look, guys. This is where I want. Well, this is where I want the credibility. I'm a huge Texas fan, but you've got to earn that spot. You've got to be that team. And right now, Arch, and this is be the intro to get into it. Arch hasn't technically been that guy at the moment. Am I saying he's not capable? Absolutely not. I think you saw spurts against Sam Houston State. I think he looked good. There was still some throws that were like, ones you wanted to be a little bit more velocity. They kind of look like they were just getting to him. But, I guess we'll take that, right? We'll take that.
Yeah, take the baby steps.
The hard thing for me to digest is this is Sam Houston State.
He just got to come and be more confident in his throws. I think he's a good quarterback. He's got to look for your check down sometimes, Nothing wrong with it.
Well, today Florida's going to go up against, or today Texas is going to go against the Florida defense that is not bad.
Not bad.
Now, the thing is, Florida not only is plagued with I guess the DJ Lagway figure it out, because man is bad at it, as much as Arch has struggled, and I think really Arch's struggles are highlighted just because he's Arch.
Right.
If his name was Archbishop, he would not literally be getting no heat for half the stuff he was. People would question. It'd be like quarterback play needs to be better, but because it's Arch now, DJ Lagway, brother, you throw five. Put me under center in Death Valley. I'll throw 5 interceptions for you. I can promise you. If you say, hey, Derek, we just need you to go out there and we need you to get a couple touchdowns, but you're allowed 5 interceptions. Call it good, boys.
You're allowed.
Call it good. McLovin, I would put money that you could. I would. You know what? If somebody said McLovin's playing quarterback tonight for the Tigers, are you taking the over/under on 5 interceptions? I would take the under, brother. 5 interceptions is bad.
That's crazy.
That's
5
bad.
interceptions in a game.
That means you couldn't hit nothing.
Nah, you're just
But
throwing.
the thing
You're
is,
throwing everything up.
is man, I like I said, I do. It's a sword, McLovin. I don't want to go back on this conversation, but the last thing I'll say about this for this whole podcast, it's a double-edged sword because you feel bad for these kids. You're like, oh my god, it's like you could see it on the sideline. DJ Lagway's like just like shell shocked at life. Like this is how life is.
Like he's like, what? Who is coaching this
Well,
team?
well, then you argue with these people. And they're like, no, we ain't feeling bad for him. He's making 1.2. I don't know why I always go to a country accent, but that's just what it is. If you're up north, just get it. He's making $1.2 million, man. He's over there crying. I'm going home to a single wide and a Ford truck that has no AC. He's going home in a – I was fixing to say Camry, but that's not nice. He's going home in a Porsche. I get it all, but they're 18-year-old kids that have no idea what to just step in front of them. DJ Lagway has been very not good. I think he'll turn it around, and the bad thing is, I don't know if it'll be at Florida. I don't know. Florida's games. Florida has the worst schedule this year by any of them.
Where do you think he goes?
Huh?
Where do you think he goes? North Carolina with Bill Belichick?
Honestly, dude, I see him it's going to be like one of those things. Like I feel like his trend, if he does transfer, or because they're going to get a new coach, it's inevitable that Florida's going to Billy Napier. Like if you thought Billy Napier has hope for the rest of the season, let me do your schedule read. Okay, Florida's last opponents. Okay, after Texas, number 9 visits them today at 2:30. They will go to A&M to play A&M, and then after that, they will go to Mississippi State. Or excuse me, they will host Mississippi State, then host Georgia, then go to Kentucky, then go to LSU or Ole Miss, then host Tennessee, number 15, then host number 18, Florida State. Now sit there and tell me that man has. God bless you, Blake Gallier. We're just sitting here chit-chatting. Thank you for your comment. McLovin.
The spread.
What's the spread on the UT game?
It's 6.5.
Yeah, but it's shrunk. Dude, it was at 7.5. It was at 7.5.
It was? Well,
it was at 7.5.
ESPN Bet Sportbook has it at 6.5.
Excuse me. I think it grew. I think we're backwards. I'm saying that backwards. It had grew. It was just under a touchdown.
Just ESPN, it's 5.5.
Okay. Well, ESPN is always biased. Trap game for Texas, to be honest with you. I don't think it's a trap game because I think Texas knows what they're getting into. Mind you, last year Texas beat the brakes off of Florida. They had Vernon. Watch
out for that defensive tackle at Florida. He's probably the best in the nation.
He's hurt.
Is he hurt?
He's hurt. That's what I'm saying. He's hurt.
Run the ball at the middle. That's all I got to say.
They have two defensive tackles. The guy that you're talking about, I can't remember his name, and then he had a backup that was a young stud, and they're saying now he's doubtful. So, and the thing is, people are like, "Yeah, man, what's his name? Ba, whatever." I guess I'm looking at the Florida stats. I can pull it up right here. The running back, number 13, it is Ba. I just don't know his first name. I saw him last year, and dude, I love the guy. I was like, bro, this guy's gonna be a stud just because he's a fit. Like he's quick. Jaden Ba, he's quick, dude, and he's just like very physical. You know how the quarterback from USF, Brown. I mean, there's just a different knack for a guy that's like not afraid to lower his shoulder, like almost wants it. Like, bro, please line up in front of me because I'm about to. Yeah, we contained him last year, brother. Like that, I want to say, I can pull what he had in that game last year. It'd be a ways back, but I don't think it's a trap game for Texas. I think Texas knows 100% what they're going into. They know they're going into a tough environment. They've been in a tough environment.
Yeah, definitely.
They know Arch needs to show up. So Steve Sarkisian's going to scheme a game plan to get him comfortable soon. And it's probably going to be because Trey Wisner, we haven't had Trey Wisner for the last 2 weeks, starting running back, leading the SEC rush last year. He's going to run the ball.
Run the ball, do play action. Arch just got to hit his targets, man.
I'm checking the weather in Florida because I know all week they said it was going to be. I think they had some that storm over there, so it was supposed to be pretty wet. Now, if it is wet, that's something to pay attention to because that means it turns into a run game, which I think a run game is something DJ Lagway is very capable of. I think, unfortunately, he just has to run into the Texas defense that I think is about that life.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I don't call this. I don't think Texas. It's a trap game in the sense of Texas, didn't play up to the standard.
Yeah.
If anything, and there's definitely a way for Florida to win this game. Not saying that. If anything, it was because Florida found themselves because Florida is somebody. They're just lost in the sauce right now and running around in the dark hitting walls. Right. It's just DJ Lagway is lost in sauce. Billy Napier is plays suck. I mean that he like I said, I think he's going as a head coach in Florida.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a horrible person, but God bless him. I think Texas goes in there and wins by 10. That would be what I want to see. 10 to 13. I would want to see enough. I don't have to see crazy amounts. I want to see enough from your offense to say, wow, we look solid today, and I just want to see what we see all the time from our defense. Just solid play. Like the Texas is not a defense. They're not a bend not break defense. They're belt to booty, and that's what I want to see. So solid offense, belt to booty defense, and we're good. Anyways, McLovin, leading on to the next game, I'll let you roll it out for us, big dog. Starting tonight at about I don't know what time is that. 7:30. Yeah. Go ahead and roll it out for us.
Vandy at Alabama.
Pavier versus everybody, boy.
Let's go. I love Pavier. He's gonna grind it out. I think I got Vandy by 3. Game winning field goal.
Okay, well, I don't know if you remember what happened last year, but this is just a take of what happened last year.
This was not on the Vanderbilt syllabus, no matter what the course coming into the semester. How to tear down a goalpost
to the river.
But they chopped, and they finally brought the thing
and threw
down.
That sucker in there.
Incredible effort from the
Vanderbilt
fans
doesn't beat Alabama.
Team. I will guarantee you that this
Vanderbilt doesn't beat anybody. This is their year.
Somebody said on a podcast or a sports talk show that when's the last time? When did you see Vanderbilt with guys sleeved out? Like Vanderbilt's basically Ivy League,
right?
Like it's like one step away from Ivy League, and now you've got dudes just sleeved out over there. Like Vanderbilt's now a team. Okay.
Yeah.
Pavier. Speaking of. Congrats. Never saw the kid. I plan to go watch him later this year as Coons plays him. Woodville, Woodville quarterback signed to Vanderbilt.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah,
I did see that. That's big.
Dude, look, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not even waiting for a score prediction. I like Ty Simpson in Alabama. I think they played up to last week. I'm rolling with Pavier, which I know Texas got to play him in a couple weeks, but look, Pavier is like a Tebow, bro. He's hard not to like. If you don't like Pavier, you don't love football. Pavier is Cam Scatterboo 2.0. How he plays football. He likes football. He loves football. He is football. God bless Pavier. Anyways, yeah, I'm taking Pavier, and if that's 3 or 7, whatever gets the job done, I like Pavier because dude, he's just scrappy. Like you remember how you played?
He's gonna get it done.
You remember how you played football in the backyard?
Yeah. You're scrappy. You're trying to win at all costs.
Just like doing some trick stuff and like some borderline coach is like, don't do that again. But he pulls it off.
But he pulls it off every week.
I don't know. I think Alabama.
You know what the point spread is?
Go ahead.
12.5 for Alabama.
That's a little.
That's a little much. That's crazy.
You know what that is? You know what that is? That's logo biased.
Oh, definitely.
That's logo bias. I don't think. I tell you what.
Alabama's not as good as everyone thinks they are.
Well,
They lost to Florida State for a reason.
what would be interesting is if I want to see where, and this is a thought for everybody. Keep in mind, we don't study these teams day in and day out. We check in on them on Saturday, watch the highlight reel on Sunday, keep up with the news on them through the week. I want to see for my own eyes, because I'm watching this game tonight. I want to see what Vanderbilt's defense is going to do on the road.
Yeah.
SEC
definitely.
defenses have not let down this year. Nuss just, I'm telling you, Nuss just needs to sleep. Are y'all on bye this week? McLovin, are y'all on bye?
Yeah, we're on bye.
Great week to be on bye.
Yeah. Good
So
week
Nuss.
to watch football.
Yeah. Well, dude, it's so rent free when you're on bye.
I do have a wedding to go to, but
Do you
I'll be watching.
understand? I sat in a recliner. I sat in a recliner and watched football games. People are like, "Well, why'd you sit in it?" And then what you do? No, this son of a gun right here doesn't. I stand.
Oh, I stand the whole time.
Stand.
If the
Here,
LSU's
Gally,
on
what
and
is
it's
this? What is this?
hard,
Hey, Boomer. I think the kids say, love ball. Read that for us, McLovin. I'm scrolling.
hey Boomer, I think the kids say he loved ball, not he loved football.
Oh, thank you, Jared. Thank you, Jared. Jared's he's got an Aggie in the house, so we gotta, everybody tone it down. Jared, unfortunately, we're very hard on Aggies on this show. Give me a reason why I should pick them over Mississippi State today. No, dude, if Mississippi.
I will not.
Oh man, I don't know. Pavia, dude. Again, I'm gonna watch it. So if Pavia wins this game, and now I feel like I'm putting too much pressure on Pavia, and people are gonna be like, "You did it." If Pavia and Vanderbilt go in and win this game, who's not putting Diego Pavia as their Heisman front runner?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Give me that and all and more. I like that. We've been doing it. We really have, and it makes me sick. Last year was the worst. Bow problem on the Ags. Yeah, big problem on that. It makes me sick, though. Did you pay attention to last year? Dude, I don't care what you say. Travis Hunter did not deserve a Heisman, and if we're going to get into the Heisman thing where it's just the college player with the most clout, check me out of the box. Please check me out of the box, because I didn't like that last year, and I hope we don't do that this year where we're I don't know, like they did. I mean, honestly, they did, and I'm fair enough to realize that they tried to give Arch the Heisman before he had to even played.
That's what I'm saying.
Arch Manning is he's a Heisman. All right, look, from an Aggie fan. This, hey, Jared, by the way, we got LSU Tiger over here, so he knows a little something about that 74-72.
Yeah, cheating it.
This year's team has a little bit more wrecking crew. Look, yeah. We'll give the Aggies – we're about to get off, but just because you came in locked in here at the end, we'll comment on it. I think Aggies look physical. I think Elko is your guy. I'm just going to be straightforward with you. I think Elko is your guy. I don't know if it's – and this is going to sound – I don't know why I just hit my mic with this pen. I don't know I know that was loud over the mic. I don't know.
Read the next comment.
What'd he say?
He said they're bringing some dogs in now, like some guys that'll probably beat on their girls.
Dude, it's fair. It's fair. No,
Monster
I mean,
energy drinks do that to you.
Yeah, no, you gotta do that, man. They got to, but I just don't know if it's Marcel Reed. That's my point. And people would be like, oh well, Marcel Reed can, he does have a very good, like, I think his like, he's got a beautiful throw, short mid range throw, and can run the ball. But there's just something about me that says I feel like at that point of the game, fourth quarter, it'll be a pick somewhere. Like, that's because that's what I thought when we played him in Texas, and I'm like, he's good. Just keep pressing. Like, he's not a bad
You
quarterback.
keep the pressure on him.
Just keep pressuring him.
Like any young quarterback. If you get pressure on a young quarterback, he breaks down. You know. So
it'll be interesting. Well, look, it's going to be. We don't have as much big games this week, but we definitely have good games.
Definitely good games. Good SEC games.
Yeah, I'm curious. I heard the other day where they said Ty Simpson. Hear this out, because I'm sitting here like, dude, let's go, Kalen DeBoer. Got some respect for you now, my boy. Got Ty Simpson rolling. I thought Ty Simpson transferred from Washington because I knew he had a quarterback at Washington. And then I watched a video the other day where they said, that Ty Simpson was like Nick Saban's like last quarterback recruitment.
Right.
I'm like, oh boy. All right, Jared.
For Alabama.
Yeah, well, it just Ty Simpson's actually. I am impressed with Ty Simpson.
He's a decent quarterback.
Can we say Alabama quarterbacks have been overrated?
Oh, 100%. Look at Tua right now.
Look at what's the white dude? Gosh, I can't. I thought of Drake May, and I can't think.
Or Mac Jones.
Mac Jones, yeah.
Mac Jones.
I think they have good game managers. I think the team around them is just fast, and it's just get the ball to them. Don't sit there and tell me, what is this? Oh, we got a COD chat. How do we find y'all on COD? I am breaking out the PS5 tonight. Brother, you just shoot me a message with your gamer tag and learn that TTOP is essential to McLovin. But McLovin came out and endorsed us as a Christian podcast. Praise God. Let's give it a hand. Dude, we're gonna clip that. Praise God. After man, look at him. After all Smee's over the mic game chat antics. Praise God. Well, look, we're going to wrap it up. God bless you. I have to get to a soccer game. I'm pretty sure my wife left me for this parade, so I will hear about that. But I'll remind her how much I love her, and we'll probably go do what she wants to do today, because that's what a smart husband does. Praise God. McLovin, final pick. You've got FSU upsetting Miami.
Yes.
You have Vanderbilt upsetting Alabama. You got Texas. Today, you got Texas going in there and playing solidly against that. And then what did you say on Texas Tech? You said Tech or Houston?
I got Tech by 7.
Yeah, okay. It's a safe pick. It's a safe pick. But anyways, that's the picks today. God bless you wherever you're at. I hope that life has nothing but blessings and just nice things to give you, because it's Saturday, and I'm sure you've worked hard through the week. McLovin, what say you? What say you to send them out, and then we'll give them a blessing and we'll roll.
Hey, let's subscribe, look at our TikToks.
Hell yeah.
Let's get after it. Represent.
Yeah.
T-top.
Yeah. Well, for sure. Well, God bless you. God bless you all. And seriously, man, if y'all don't know, it takes time to do this. It takes getting up early in the morning. It's going to sound like a poor excuse, but I don't know why my hair is doing that. It looks like I'm dang near bald. That bothers me. It sounds like a poor excuse. We were up grinding last night on COD. So Blake, shoot me a message with your gamer tag. But we were up grinding late last night on COD. You get up in the morning and then just to cut all the content. So yeah, man, please do like and share, repost or whatever, and subscribe to the channel, TTOP_network at YouTube, TikTok. We got a Facebook. We have Instagram. and all that. And, keep in mind, this is a bro running this. This is not a woman. So when you see something that looks like doesn't make much sense, well, I'm a bro. I'm not a TikToker. I was in the woods yesterday. I wasn't dancing in front of a camera. So God bless them. We are the Peach and Smee College Game Day podcast with McLovin, the greatest Tiger fan to ever live. And one day we're going to get that man to go see a game field side in Death Valley. Praise God. McLovin, I love you, brother, and it was always a pleasure. Go have a good Saturday. Go Tigers, hook 'em horns.
Go Tigers. Go
Aggies.
Horns.